Thank you, and thanks for your submission, Nathan. Been interesting to hear from you. Um, I'm curious to know your perspective on what's worse, because you've talked about the unintended consequences of regulation. So I'm really, what's worse is those unintended consequences of that regulation, or the intended consequences of the behaviour that we've heard about from a lot of submissions around predatory behaviour, either by platforms or by individuals.
That's a great question. The unknown is always going to feel more ominous. It's always going to feel more dangerous. We can counter what we know, and we can stop ourselves from making mistakes based on what we know. If we keep treating this as the boogeyman and we try and forecast and predict, what we do is we end up ring fencing ourselves in. We don't create a freer online. We don't create a safer online. What we do is we create a more controlled and censorial online. That doesn't serve anyone well. We can combat the threats that we're aware of and that are clearly defined in the law as illegal. But what we shouldn't do is start assuming and imagining risks that are perceived and not realized and taking heavy-handed state action to them. There's far better ways to address some of these emerging threats through community efforts, advocacy groups, and mainly through parent ownership, leadership, and authority. It's a minority who I have heard of who say parents are not present in some kids' lives, and we shouldn't make rules around exceptions. We should make rules that hold a standard and encourage everyone to reach that standard, and where some fall short, we can provide case-by-case support.